land my stuff.
Good evening. I want to welcome everyone to tonight's ceremony. We're very proud to present our 19th White Coat Ceremony for the Washington State University College of Veterinary Medicine. My name is Dr. Bill Durnell. I am the Associate Dean for Student and Academic Affairs, and I'm very pleased to open the ceremony tonight. Just a little bit about our program. We are what we call the WIMU, Regional Veterinary Program. What the WIMU stands for, if you don't know, it stands for the 4 states that are part of our program. That's Washington, Idaho, Montana, and Utah. And we have representatives from each of those schools here tonight. We're very proud of our program. It's been a long time in coming. The history of our school is very old, over 100 years old. And we are very, very proud of these students that are sitting out here this morning starting their program at Washington State University College of Veterinary Medicine. And you should be proud of them too, parents, family, and friends, because they represent a very elite group, a small group of students that are chosen every year to participate in veterinary training programs throughout the world. Chosen from a very large population of applicants from people who desire to be veterinarians. And so we are very proud of them. The White Coat Ceremony is relatively new in the health professions. It actually started at the University of Chicago in 1989, which is not very long when you consider the history of medical schools and veterinary schools. And again, this is our 19th. I know that it is fairly common amongst professional schools. My son's in his 3rd year of medical school at Colorado University, and he underwent the White Coat Ceremony when he was inducted. His class was inducted as freshmen. So it is something we take very seriously because we take our program very seriously. We have high standards to our program, and our students, these students, we expect to meet those high standards. We also expect them to hold us as faculty administrators to that high standard, because we expect each one of this class of 2021 to walk across the stage 4 years from now and get their DVM. So I'm going to introduce our dignitaries today, and please hold your applause until everybody is introduced. Starting at my right, we have Dean Brian Slinker, Dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine. We have Dr. Leslie Sprunger, who's the Associate Dean for the WIMU Regional Program in Veterinary Medicine. Dr. Patricia Talcott, who's Director of Admissions for the WIMU Regional Program. Dr. Ken White, who's the Dean of the College of Agriculture and Applied Sciences, Utah State University. Dr. Dirk Vanderwall, Associate Dean, School of Veterinary Medicine at Utah State University. And we are proud today to be represented by each of the 4 states, our veterinary medical associations from each of the 4 states. We have Dr. Kathy Hickey, representing the Washington State VMA. Dr. David Ard, representing the Idaho Veterinary Medical Association. Dr. Katie Ryan, representing the Montana VMA. And Dr. Carrie Rude, who's representing the Utah Veterinary Medical Association. Please, applause for all of us. And to start tonight's proceedings, I'm going to introduce, again, Dr. Brian Slinker, Dean, College of Veterinary Medicine.
Welcome, everyone. This is one of the really special occasions in the life of our college and our program. You can tell because I've got a necktie on. The students have seen me in various other State's address this week, and I promise you won't see me like this very often, but you can always know how special it is by that. And we're so pleased to have you here. I've talked to you before, we've all talked to you before about how you've earned this. We're very pleased to have you here, and we're really pleased that you students could be joined by all these other people out here in the audience that helped you get this far. You've had a long journey to this point. So thank you to all the parents, partners, children, friends here with us today. Thank you for entrusting these wonderful students to our care for the next 4 years as we educate them to become graduate veterinarians. You had a significant part in shaping their journey here to achieve this goal, but I want you to know your work isn't done. Even though they are now in our care, they still will often need your love and support and understanding as they navigate this very rigorous 4 years. To the class of 2021, I've already talked to you up at Ross Point a bit, but I have a couple more things to say about your journey to the end of your formal DVM education. If you've got your planner with you, you might want to jot down that that's May 8th, 2021, the date of your commencement. And I've done the math, and that's only 1,362 days from now. This has been an important week in your life, and I hope Cole and this week up at Ross Point has helped set the stage for you to move successfully through the next 4 years and beyond. And I must say, in telling you that when as I stand here 41 years removed from where I used to be when I was sitting in that seat, we didn't have Cole then, we didn't have White Coat then. 41 years ago when I started vet school, when I was in your shoes, I'm not sure how I would have reacted to Ross Point. I think Ross Point is critical to building the culture of our program and helping you in your development of veterinarians. But back then, when I was just starting, I'd like to think that I would have embraced much what you experienced. But as part of the class in 1980, couldn't be sure. I'm a nearly obligate introvert. And coming on as a farm kid from Idaho, I'm not sure. A lot of this kind of goes against my natural tendencies, but I think that's part of the point, that we start to reflect on who we are and who the person sitting next to us is, and how your professional self or our professional self is going to be shaped by your experiences working with all these other people sitting beside you. If you're not sure about it yet, though, just keep it in your head and keep it rolling around. I think you'll be glad you did as you go through this next 4 years. So I'd like to frame the rest of my thoughts by recounting 2 conversations between Alice and the Red Queen in Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. In the first of those conversations, Alice and the Red Queen have been running, and Alice notes that they are staying in the same place. They have not moved. In our country, said Alice to the Queen, panting a little, you generally get to somewhere else if you've been running very fast for a long time, as we've been doing. A slow sort of country, said the Queen. Now here you see it takes all the running you can do to keep in the same place. If you want to get somewhere else, you must run at least twice as fast as that. You will work hard and intensely, and it may seem at times that you have to run faster than you can. But I have to tell you, and I think my colleagues here will mostly nod their heads in agreement, that based on my own experience, these 4 years are going to be some of the most fulfilling of your life. In part because you will find yourself capable of running faster than you can, but perhaps most importantly because you will be doing so side by side together, growing and making lasting memories at an incredible pace. We also want you to know that you can count on the faculty and staff in the WeMove program to be there running faster than we can, right there with you. Now, in another conversation, Alice tells the Red Queen that she is exactly 7½ years old. The Red Queen responds, I'm just 101, 5 months and a day. I can't believe that, said Alice. Can't you? the Queen said in a pitying tone. Try again. Draw a long breath. Close your eyes. Alice laughed. There's no use trying, she said. One cannot believe impossible things. I dare say you haven't had much practice, said the Queen. When I was your age, I always did it for half an hour a day. Well, sometimes I believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. So as we work together over the next 4 years, please, please do not limit yourself by assuming you cannot do things. Do not limit yourself by hanging back or second-guessing your abilities. Step up, engage, prepare well, stretch your boundaries, answer questions, ask questions. You'll be amazed of what you're capable if you prepare well. I'm not here to tell you it's easy, but it will be easier if you don't hold yourself back. Take advantage of what you'll be offered, push yourself to your potential, and most importantly, help each other push yourself to your potentials. While you do all this, though, remember to seek some balance. I tell my own children, who happen to be about your age, one of those good old dad things about how there's plenty of time to work hard and play hard. There's a lot of hours in the week, and so there are, 168 of them to be exact. The average person spends more than 100 of them awake. However, as you work hard, you need to plan to use some of those hours to balance. Choose carefully among the many things in which you may engage. Use some of those hours for regeneration, both for you and for those others around you who matter to you. So as you navigate the next 4 years and beyond, help each other run faster than you can, live into all your impossibilities, but while doing so, do not put off the critical things that matter to you and those around you. Welcome to the veterinary profession, and once again, we're so proud to have you here. Welcome. One of the fun things about being dean, there are fun things about being dean actually, is that you get to interact with veterinarians in a very small profession after they graduate. So we have students here and we get to interact with you all throughout your career, and that's true of the people here up on the stage. And so I'd like to introduce to you now one of those people, 2006 graduate from our program, Dr. Kathy Hickey, who is always a pleasure to see. And Kathy, please join me up here.
Hello. I don't like notes, but I have a habit of rambling and bringing in Disney movies, so forgive me, I'm going to use notes if my phone stays on. Thank you, Dean Slinker. It's truly an honor to speak with you on behalf of Washington, Idaho, Montana, and Utah Veterinary Medical Associations. We are so excited that you are here, and I think I speak for all of us when I say that. I actually sat in your spot just 15 years ago waiting for my white coat, and I remember how excited I was. I had worked so hard to get there, and it just was a really exciting day. Like many of you, I had always wanted to be a veterinarian. With that, it sometimes makes me laugh that we are so passionate about this career, and yet we spend most of our days trying to not get bit, kicked, or covered by bodily fluids. I find that funny. So I'm here to tell you that the magic is real. My first appointment Monday morning peed all down my leg. But I still love what I do. So we take the good with the bad, and at the end of the day, it's still great. As you start this program, though, I'd like to remind you, similar to what Dean said, that you would not be sitting here without your family and friends, your teachers and your mentors, and I almost feel like they should get a white coat too. So be sure and thank them for all of their love and support. With that said, I'm hoping to suggest a paradigm shift for you. Up until now, you've been playing more of an individual sport. You have had to really compete among your peers to get to the spot that you're at. But now you're here, and you're worthy, you deserve to be here, and you're going to succeed. So you don't have to fight for the spot you're in anymore. So I would really like to have you think about switching to more of a team sport and, looking around at the people next to you, knowing that that team and that community is going to be what gets you to graduation. You are literally going to push, carry, and drag each other across the finish line, and you really do need that because it's going to be tough. There are some hard days. And, although the veterinary medical associations are here for you now, you don't always need our support because you have the support system of your classmates and of the college. But we want you to know that when you graduate and you scatter your different ways, we can be that community for you. We will fight for you to keep you updated on things affecting your field. We will enact legislation to help protect you, provide you continuing education, and most of all, give you an opportunity to be involved. I have met some of the most amazing people through my associations with the Veterinary Medical Association. They are brilliant, they are kind, and they are really funny. So definitely keep that in mind, that we are here for you. And right now, our biggest thing is just letting you know how proud we are and excited we are that from this point forward, not graduation, but from today, you are part of our community. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Hickey. So now we come to the fun part. Will the members of the class of 2021 please rise? The College of Veterinary Medicine WeMu program maintain high academic standards and expects its students to exhibit impeccable moral, ethical, and professional standards of conduct. You have been approved by the faculty of our college to begin your pursuit of the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. That doctor part sounds pretty good, doesn't it? It is our pleasure to symbolize this approval by presenting each of you a white coat. These coats have been provided by veterinary practitioners and individual donors throughout the states of Washington, Idaho, Montana, and Utah, and is an indication of their support for you and our veterinary medical program. This ceremony, together with the events of this week, marks the beginning of your path toward joining the time-honored and revered veterinary profession. And it is time-honored, it is revered, and it is small, and it is great. And you may now take your seats, and we will proceed with your white coats.
Okay, it's now time for the presentation of the white coats. I want everybody to know that there is a professional photographer here to take pictures. Audience members should feel free to take pictures from their seats. If they want to take pictures outside of their seats, please avoid the aisles where students will be leaving and returning to their seats in order to prevent congestion. So Dr. Kathy Hickey, who is representing the Washington State Veterinary Medical Association, is at the coating station, and she will coat the first quarter of the class. I have practiced Shelby's name forever here, so if I messed up, I'm just leaving the room here. So, okay, we'll start with Shelby Ann Abeda. Michelle Aldridge. Anna Lee Aversa. Marilyn Avila. Chelsea Winsome Barker. Janie Catherine Bumeler. James Robert Black. Sydney Blazer. Craig Daniel Buchanugan. Christine Bowles. Brianna Marie Boone. Caroline Lorana Bourgeois. Landon Raphael Bruff. Kevin Patrick Brown. Michael Aaron Brownlee. Vivian Charlene Burnell. Annalisa Campbell. Brianna Margaret Cantrell. Riley Margaret Carmen. Marisa Gabrielle Carrera. Alicia Du Castaño. Lucas James Casterton. Ariel Mariah Chapman. Jerissa Kwai Fong Ching. Preston A. Collins. Keats Raptosh Conley. Christopher Michael Dallas. Kylene May Dashofsky. Aaron Matthew Demmel. Desiree Marie Campbell Danens. Stephen Eugene Edmonds. Carly Catherine Ellingson. Larissa Colleen Estrada. So I want to thank Dr. Hickey for coding the first quarter of the students, and I'll now ask Dr. Dave Ard, representing the Idaho Veterinary Medical Association, to replace Dr. Hickey at the coding station. And now we have Cameron Kelly Etherington. William Joseph Evans. Carly Ann Evitz. Landon Wayne Fitzgerald. Callie Leanne Foote. Tiffany Lee Fowler. Jordan Jean Fromm. Annie Elora Frozalone. Brianna Nicole Fullerton. Anna Maricela Garcia Lopez. Annie Elizabeth Gibson. Nathan Ryan Goodwin. Emily Grace Gordon. Savannah Morgan Gutzva. Tessa Desiree Guy. Kyle Roger Hager. John Hanlon. Krisha Michaela Harris. Tegan Chanel Hasler. Sarah Marie Hefferon. Kayla Malia Hodges. Callan Audrey Hoover. Holly Elizabeth Hopkins. Zachary Aaron Charles Hoteling. Natalie Jennifer Hurst. Cameron James Johnson. Sarah Ellen Johnson. Kento Kamayama. Clara Elizabeth Kappelman. Daryl Marie Kirby. Charles Kittredge. Cord Stephen Keevy. I'd like to thank Dr. Ard for coding that last group. We'll now ask Dr. Katie Ryan, who's representing the Montana Veterinary Medical Association, and she'll do the next group. And we have Sarah Ann Hee-A Kwan. Nicholas Robert Lanny. Kimberly Rose Lane. Marissa Lydia Leopold. Nicholas Adam Lilly. Mean Leo. Kiana Elise Martinez. Bethany Lee Massey. Nicole Page Mastroluca. Chelsea Nicole Mavenkamp. Madison McCann. Zarina Mayhitch. Kelsey Renell Miriam. Minas Mukatarian. Misha Marie Moreau. Lauren Elizabeth Mott. Chelsea Ann Mueller. Megan Jillian Mutascu. Sarah Jennifer Myers. Shelby Marie Nagel. Okay, all right. Ashley, okay, can I start again? Okay, so this is a tough one for me. Ashley Akami Nakaoka. Thank you, Ashley. Madeline Marie Nels. Alexandra Ray Newhouse. Lily Bo Nizer. Katie Ann Olson. Karina Amelia Paredes. Cecily Genevieve Perel. Lauren Catherine Picaro. Nicole Joanna Puppich. Dorothy Purdeck. Alexis Michaela Raposo. Conrad Jared Reisenauer. Jamie Reynolds. And our last switch, thank you, Dr. Ryan, and I'll ask Dr. Carrie Rude, representing the Utah Veterinary Medical Association, to quote the last group of students. Zachary Daniel Reynolds. Alyssa Joe Riley. Kelsey Ray Roberts. Trisha Joanne Romanowski. Leila Ilana Romero. Janelle Nicole Kupernal Schietzelt. James Harrison Schmidt. Cassidy Marie Smith. Audrey Ellen Spaeth. Sarah Bell Sparks. Catherine Ann Sussman. Corey Adams Swanson. Tai Takeshi Tanaka. Bryant S. Taylor. Nicole Patterson Tennant. McLean Tomeno. Adam Gerald Eustach. Elizabeth Grace Van Dyke. Connor J. Van Dyken. Allison Y. Wang. Tyson Matthew Waymont. Hope Elizabeth Webster. Brooke Ashley Wedelick. Caitlin Renee Gray. Peter James Welsh. Annalise Marie Wenger. Erin Nicole Whitaker. Peter Randall Wiedmeyer. Joel Devin Wallinga. Amy Lee Wilkinson. Morgan Marie Willie. Margaret Wong. Kristen Regglesworth. Amber Young. And Mariah Jo Young. We're just going to wait for everybody to get to their seats. Is that the last one? Okay. Will the members of the class of 2021 please stand and join me in reciting together the veterinary student oath as it is printed on the back of your program. As a veterinary student in the regional program of Washington State University College of Veterinary Medicine, I promise to work conscientiously to develop my scientific and medical knowledge and skills for the benefit of society through the protection of animal health, the relief of animal suffering, the conservation of animal resources, the promotion of public health, and the advancement of medical knowledge. Throughout my time here as a student, I will conduct myself with dignity and professionalism and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I accept as a lifelong obligation the continual improvement of my professional knowledge and competence. So now it's official. Congratulations to the class of 2021. So now I'm going to ask the class to be seated, and we're going to take some photos of them later. For everyone else in the audience, I want to thank everyone for coming today. There are some more light refreshments out in the lobby that you can enjoy while you're waiting for the students to come out. So I want to thank everybody for coming. Enjoy the rest of the evening and enjoy the time on the Palouse. Thank you.
Got it collect up. Good job. Good job. Is that true?
Yeah, it's my bottle. Is it on? Only two, Kento and Ashley.
Nice job.
Kento, so Bill in 4 years, I know, Bill in 4 years, this is yours.
I know.
So I keep them all. I keep them, so.
Yeah, I mean, I go through the whole medical thing just for the transition.
Yep, so I keep them, so you got it.